Hi there, I'm Susan with Kiwi Lane Designs, and in this video I'm going to just give you a close look at our border sets and how you can use them to design a variety of different layouts. Now they're really simple and a lot of fun to play with, and they really do create a really nice frame for your photos to shine in. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so our border sets do come with 6 different designer templates, and each of the designs are created to have a side A and a side B. Now the way that you know which one matches with what is that one is 1A and one is called 1B. So the ones, the A and the B, they go together like that. All right, and then here's the next set, and then this one as well. So this is a complete set. This is actually our Eli Avenue, which is my son. His name is Eli, and it's a really, really fun set. Now to start playing with the borders, to create, you're simply going to pick one of the pairs to start off with. That's what I recommend, is just sticking to one pair first, and you're just gonna start playing. Just play and see what feels right, what you like, what stands out to you. What I love about the borders is there's a lot of things that you can do just with the borders. If you are one that loves that more simple look, then you don't have to add a lot of the embellishments or accessories and different things like that. You can do a side and a bottom. You can do across from each other. Now I do want to point this out that the borders will line up on one of those ends. So sometimes it depends on which one, but see how that lines up? So that allows you to do a crossed design, like so. Okay, you could do top bottom. You could do both left right. You could do inside of your design. Now again, I will mention, is that this is on my background sheet. So this is what I'm gonna be building my page on top of. So that's all I do is to design on top of my background sheets, okay? For my layout. That's kind of fun. It kind of gives you this like little design in the middle of your page if you kind of like that flowing over look, especially if you're doing a 2-page layout. So lots of fun, and of course with one set. There are other designs in your same set, so you could do the same thing with just the one. But let's say we want to do a little bit more layering. So I'm going to go ahead and grab another pair, again from Eli Avenue, and I'm going to throw that in. So a fun back to back. You could do a top bottom look, and usually when I do a page, I'll do the same thing across, right? So if I'm doing across here, I would do it on both sides of my layout. But what I do love is this back to back, especially if you're pulling in 2 sets. And again, this can be from the same set, so like Eli Avenue, or you can mix and match. So maybe I want to do one from, let me pull one in here, Chestnut Drive, right? If I wanted to do something more, a little bit bigger or something, you can mix and match the set. So this one's from Chestnut Drive, and you can combine that with one from Eli Avenue, for example. All right, let's go back to just using the one border. And if you love the triple look, again, 3 different sets come in each one. So you get 3 different pairs in each set. And so what you could do is you could absolutely layer those together. So here I'm gonna throw, I have 2B and 1A over here, and I'm gonna just throw this in for the sake of showing you kind of that tripled look. And each one of these would be a different pattern or color, depending on what you're trying to work with here. But we could even do, if you wanted, you could do a top layer there and a bottom layer where you did the back to back. And then it's really fun because, of course, you can add your photos tucked in. You could do them kind of, coming up on the side here. If maybe we wanted to let them kind of showcase along the center of the design, something along that lines. And then of course you could do back to back. So that is a lot of fun. Just the key, just play with the borders and see what you can come up with. Now, when it comes to cutting out the borders, let me show you really quickly how that is done. Basically, you're going to grab a sheet of paper that you are going to be cutting out of your borders. So oftentimes this is where I'll add my more themey or pattern paper is inside of my borders. So you'll see that often, especially if you're looking at the idea books, kind of pay attention to that, you'll see it. Now, when you go to cut them out, you're just gonna match the pairs back up. So you're gonna look for 2A and 2B, and I'm going to basically line it up on the top of my page, my paper, and I'm doing this side because my pattern has a downward design. So pay attention to your design as well, what way you want that to go. As far as directions go, you're gonna trace it, take your matching piece, and then just make a mark. So now that we used them as, of course, the designing tool, we're gonna use them as the template. And then where you made that mark, let me do a quick straight cut with a paper trimmer, okay? And the beauty of this is that we designed with the pair together, and then we're gonna cut them out together too. So I'm just gonna do one cut up the center, and then that one cut is automatically going to give me my 2 pieces for my 2-page layout. If you are personally working on a 1-page layout or you prefer 1-pagers, then you could design with the pairs together on one side so that when you went to replace them, they were like this. Or of course, you could do it like this, which again, depending on what pattern you were working with, probably in my design, I would have made sure that this was down here and taken that into consideration. Isn't this just adorable? I love this pattern, it's so cute. All right, so that is a close look at our borders, and I hope they have a lot of fun playing to create, and we will connect with you in the community. Thanks for watching.